Hello, my name is Ascendant Nomad, and today we're breaking down Burnout for Trials of Osiris. This is not a full map breakdown, these are just some tips and tricks for success based off my own experiences. The map this week was a surprise to be sure, but a welcome one. Let's begin. Number 1. Burnout is a 3x3 grid layout map. There is no real dominant side to it, but playing inside is better for defensive teams since it has more cover than the outside. There is no correct way to play this map, nor are there any dominant landmarks. Every position has a counter. Number 2. Common choke points are middle pillar entrance, tumbler entrances from outside, the inside bridge entrances, and lower bridge. Try and avoid getting yourself drawn into fights in these areas. They're hard to fight without a friend due to how quickly opponents can disengage when shot. Number 3. This map is one that favors good positioning over anything else. There are a high number of lanes on this map, which means there's room for a variety of playstyles to shine. It just depends on how good you are with your loadout and how disciplined you and your team are. Number 4. 120s will once again be a default pick for their damage over range, as Burnout plays mid to long range as a general rule of thumb. Good snipers will have an absolute field day on Burnout with badly positioned guardians, as will anyone using a high impact pulse rifle. Number 5. Close range and aggressive teams should seek to play inside as quickly as they can if they spawn outside. If you spawn inside but want to kill outside, coordinated pushes together as a team will win you fights. Number 6. Don't flank unless you've got a very good reason to. Burnout's the kind of map that's very hard to cover someone flanking, and if you're holding a position waiting for your flanker to do something, you're going to find it hard with one less gun to shoot back. Number 7. Time your pushes and rotations with the tumblers closing if possible. A closed tumbler eliminates many lanes of possible attack, but be wary. The opponent team will know exactly where you're going and where you'll be because of that. Number 8. If you have a radar ping on the other side of the tumbler and you need to jump over it to see it, just don't. Don't try it. You idiot. Number 9. Supers. Golden Gun is an underrated option to catch people out on rotation. Thundercrash will be huge for stubborn teams, and Spectral blades is damn near impossible to stop inside. A good policy for countering supers: if they're on the ground, go out. If they're in the air, go inside. Number 10. On Throne, which is outside above the quick play heavy, you have an angle where you can see anyone sniping from East Bridge. This will work well on the early stages of the card against inexperienced teams. Number 11. Do not sleep on Stasis. Even with its nerfs, its ability to slow can cause huge issues on a map that's more open than Miami Beach during a pandemic. Duskfield is still great for area denial, and glaciers can be used offensively to deny the opponent their favorite attack angles. Number 12. Due to Burnout being extremely positioning dependent, good communication is all but mandatory with your team. Do not be afraid to call out where you are and what your status is all the time. It helps. Number 13. Lane next to cover. Number 14. Disengage when you see more than one person in front of you. Burnout's a hard map to play revives when an orb goes down. Rotate and take up a new fight if the situation is perilous. And number 15. Go follow Relict and study his maps. He posts them for every map, every week. Hands down the best cartographer for Destiny 2 there is. And this is a fun map for well-drilled teams and a terrible one for casuals. If you're planning on LFGing, be prepared to have a bad time with people who don't communicate. If you have friends to play with, try and try again. Positive mindsets will lead to better cards. Good luck. If you like this video, you know what to do. See you next week. Cheers.